hosted an auto show for over a century, and when it began, it was a strictly regional event. But its organizers had their sights set on global participation, and by 1989, they had made it happen. Then the Detroit Auto Show became the North American International Auto Show. This year, over 6,000 journalists from all around the world are expected to attend, and I am so happy to be one of them. I'm so excited. In general, the Mercedes brand impresses me consistently. However, I think that their logo's gotten a little out of control. It's like as big as my head. What is this, you ask? This is the Concept B-Class electric drive. They're expecting it to produce 134 horsepower, 229 pound-feet of torque, but your top speed is 90, so this is not a getaway car. Electric Motor is described as permanently excited.
This vehicle is leaving the station. Please hold on.
And Ferrari, continuing its tradition of keeping spectators away from its cars. The Audi R8 never gets old. V10 engine, gorgeous styling, total package. I've been excited to see the i8 concept. As for total output, they're expecting 354 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque, and go 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. This car makes me feel faint. I think that there is no color the Viper cannot pull off. It's just constantly stunning. He's got way more like swagger going on though. How do I do that? He's got like his left leg bent. This one. I need a tire right here, and then a...
You are about to experience a simulation of what it's like to be a Michelin tire. Ready? Here we go.
Wow. This is cool. This is really cool. Whoa. So Volkswagen's got like a dance party going on, and I'm kind of embarrassed for them. And here we have the Audi Vorsprung der Technik. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. They've got so many fun displays and interactive games at the show, including this Gran Turismo game. I'm gonna f some shit up here. Horrible, horrible cornering. This is awesome, man. All right, how badly did I suck? That's as girly as I get. Hi. Hi. I'd like to make a button. Awesome. MotorTrend. See, this is as close as I can get down with like a paper doll idea. Where's the front of the car? Ah. You beat me. There are a lot of vehicles that I'm really excited to see, but there is one in particular that I can't stop thinking about. This is it, the Corvette C7, the car everybody is dying to see. In a couple minutes, when the neighboring press conferences adjourn, journalists are gonna swarm in here and it's gonna get like Black Friday. If you've never been to the press day at the Detroit Auto Show, or any auto show for that matter, you may not know that it is characterized by insanity. There are far too many people crammed into far too small a space, and you've got to fight for your position all day long. Oops, excuse me. Oh, the stairs are like full now. All day long we've been scouting positions, and by the time we get to our chosen location, it's filled up. This is an awesome view. Despite that this scene is absolute madness, I am determined to get an interview, even if I have to break some kneecaps. All right, Taj, I want to start by talking about the incredible pressure of redesigning a Corvette. How does one approach that challenge, and what kind of mentality does it require?
this is a joy for us. The people who come to work on Corvettes, they don't even have to pay us. We love doing this. But there is, after 60 years of Corvettes and 6 generations, obviously a lot of anticipation, a lot of high expectations. Basically, whenever we introduce a new Corvette, people expect us to reinvent the automobile. That's how high the expectations are. And our litmus test is what makes the basic driving experience better. That's what we're always looking at. How can you make that basic driving experience better, and how can you expand that bandwidth of the car?
What prompted or warranted the return of the Stingray?
The Stingray is such a powerful, it's a hallowed name in the auto industry. We haven't used it for over 30 years, and we don't take that lightly. Other manufacturers might have taken that brand power. Sales are down a little bit, so let's do a Stingray edition. And it has to do with not just the way the car looks, but the technology story behind it. So what we said is, we'll put that thought aside. We're going to do the best of the car we know how to do. We're going to put the best technology in, and then at the end, when we know what we've got, what we're going to be able to put in production, then we'll reconsider whether we should call it a Stingray. Does it have the Stingray imagery, that kind of hydrodynamic form, the design language they call it? Does it have those aspects on both interior and exterior? The answer is yes. Then we'd driven the car. We'd started to drive some of the cars, some of the prototypes, and realized the driving experience is going to more than live up to the exterior appearance.
Which change do you think will single-handedly anger the purists the most?
One taillight design for 3 generations. We've done some generation of round, even longer than that. Squarish round or oval or just true round. We decided to take a little bit of risk, honestly, to step away from what we've done for generations, but that was quite intentional. We wanted to telegraph that this car is all new, and it really is all new from the ground up. Only 2 carryover parts from the previous generation car. The technology used in those lights, and in fact, used throughout the rest of the car. So that's why we elected to take a little bit of risk and do those uniquely shaped and lit tail lights. And so that's a lightning rod for people who are maybe a little uncomfortable with change.
I want to talk about the interior a little bit. You've got huge upgrades in the interior, and it's so driver-centered that it's kind of like to hell with the passenger.
Well, I disagree with that completely. It's not to hell with the passenger. The passenger has their place, and it's over there on that side of the car. We really wanted to turn this into an aircraft cockpit. All the controls right at your fingertips. We wanted to use the greatest materials, so you see real carbon fiber, a lot of real metals, premium leathers. It smells great inside the car.
So at MotorTrend each year we do our famous Best Drivers competition, and we would love to have the C7 in that competition. Can you hook me up?
Absolutely. The only question is when. The question is when. So it depends on the timing. This summer?
Yeah.
It's going to be close.
Okay, so I've got
So
like
you will definitely be in one.
Okay.
You got a strong maybe. Talk to us later.
Okay, all right. Deal. So we've been poring over CGI renderings for months and months now, and I want to talk with you about some of the things that are more obvious in person. First of all, everything is intensified. All of the lines, all of the creases, they're bolder, they're more dramatic. You have this huge indentation here, and it makes for a really fierce stance. Overall, the car is just entirely, unabashedly unapologetic, and I personally respect that deeply. And there's so much attention paid to detail. It's pretty much the longer you look at the car, the more you see. Though the purists will undoubtedly be upset by some of the changes that they feel stray from the Corvette DNA, I think that all of the changes they made are not only bold, but were really well executed, and that matters greatly. The taillights, for example, big change, very controversial. I think they look awesome. All right, so here we are inside the beautiful cockpit. Clearly this is a huge upgrade, a good move on their part. Everything looks and feels very expensive, and it's so driver-oriented that it really lets you engage in all of your megalomaniac and narcissistic impulses. Everything is about the driver in here. Everything feels very precise. There is nothing extra, just what you need right at your fingertips. I just cannot get enough of this car. And if you can't either, click on the link to check out our episode of The Downshift, because we scored exclusive time with the C7 engineers and designers. Am I drooling? Overall, this show has been a powerful display of automaker confidence. A lot of brands are doing new and edgy things, and some of the boldest moves are being made by American brands, which makes it a really exciting time to be in Detroit. If you're still hungry for more coverage of the North American International Auto Show, we have got you covered. Head to MotorTrend.com for your fix.
Pat you down?
Yeah. You roughed me up a little.
Like that?
Yeah, that's perfect. It's okay.
Okay, just...
You want another one, Faye? Should I be like leaning against the
So
car?
awkward.
I know.
No.